Gregory House saved more lives than any doctor in television history. He was also a man fueled by a destructive dependency, a manipulator.
Okay, what's really wrong with him? What's wrong with you? Everyone knows what's wrong with me. What's wrong with him?
A man who dismantled every relationship he ever had.
Just walk out like I'm not going to do anything.
Bye-bye.
So here's the question nobody asks. What if that was intentional? What if Gregory House didn't become broken? What if he engineered it? Because a man without attachments has nothing left to lose, and a man with nothing to lose will always find the truth. Before we diagnose the man, we need to understand how he thinks. House operates on a single axiom. It's not a theory, it's the foundation of everything he does.
It's the basic truth of the human condition that everybody lies. The only variable is about what.
Everybody lies. Most people hear that and think cynicism, but watch how he applies it and you realize it's not a wound, it's a weapon. Take a typical case. The patient tells him she has healthy habits. He treats her for a systemic toxicity anyway. Why? Because the anatomy doesn't lie. The inflammation doesn't lie. People lie. So he stops listening to people and starts reading evidence. This is the method. Strip away the narrative. Find the biology. Because the body will always tell you the truth, the person won't. Every genius has a flaw. For House, it's not arrogance. It's not his reliance on medication. It's something far more dangerous. He can diagnose everyone except himself. In 1995, a circulatory issue went unaddressed for 3 hours. His leg suffered permanent damage before anyone noticed. He was 40 years old. The official story, a medical error, a tragic accident. But look at what it produced. A man who trusts no one, who builds his entire identity around catching what others miss. Think about what that takes. The most arrogant man in medicine, voluntarily admitting his mind is compromised. Not because someone forced him, because the evidence demanded it. That's not a broken man. That's the method turned inward, and it nearly cost him everything. But everything I just showed you, the method, the isolation, that's all set up. Because there's a moment in the story that reframes everything. A single scene that proves House has known his own condition for years and chose to lean into it. Not for the relief, but for the perspective. Every character eventually shows you who they really are, not in the dramatic moments, in the quiet ones. House once stood in a courtroom and chose his chronic condition over a chance at a comfortable life. Why? Because if the discomfort goes away, so does the edge. And without that edge, what does Gregory House actually have? His compulsive habits aren't about escape, they're about calibration. He's not numbing his mind, he's keeping himself functional enough to work and uncomfortable enough to care. He tells his own story in the third person. He teaches his own worst moment like a case study. He can only process trauma if he pretends it belongs to someone else. The final question, the one the show never quite answers, is this: did Gregory House want to be saved? In the end, he faked his own exit to spend the last months of his best friend's life with him. He gave up his career, his identity, his life's work. This man spent 8 seasons proving that nothing matters more than the puzzle, the truth. And then, when it mattered most, he chose one person over all of it. Not medicine, not legacy, Wilson. Which means the biggest lie in the entire series isn't one of his patients. It's the one he told himself every single day, that he didn't need anyone. Drop your answer in the comments. Was House a genius who pretended to be broken, or a broken man who used his genius as armor? I'll pin the best argument. See you in the next case.